episode of The Drop.
We here, man.
Sneaker Ambassadors as usual.
Yep. One Sneaker Nation.
And we here, we doing it again, right, man? Another episode, right?
Another episode,
we said we was going to be consistent, right?
That's right, man.
And
we follow it up.
And we got to find these topics and stuff that means something to somebody, right?
We got to put it together, bro.
Okay, cool. So,
yo, I just want to say one thing, though. In Need of Heat, we appreciate that. That was a good look coming through, talking with us, man. We definitely appreciate that. So, come through again.
Yeah. Also, we had SB Addicts also.
SB Addicts, man.
SB Addicts. Hey, that one was a dope one.
A banger.
Neil
Skills.
Neil Skills. Neil Stallworth. I really.
There you go.
I learned a lot in that one also.
Right.
So,
very informative.
Very informative.
And they're having a successful season. So
keep it up, guys, bro.
Yeah, do your thing, man. So let's get into this thing, bro.
What we doing today?
We're gonna talk a little bit about Nike, Ye.
Okay.
And some of his counterparts.
Okay.
From Donda, you know what I mean?
Okay.
All these guys, they're very much so have the high fashion, sort of thing that they bring to the table, man. With Don C, with Virgil.
Okay.
And with oh man, one more. What's my guy?
That's the ones I know.
Yeah, Fear of God.
Fear of God. Okay.
Oh man.
All right. So I'm gonna preface it by saying this.
All right, talk to me.
No matter how you feel about him, his influence cannot be understated. I don't care what new hot guy came out and got sneakers and got this release and got that release.
Right.
Like his influence cannot be, like you cannot try to slight that man. I seen those, you see people wearing those felines that look like, I guess like a wave runner, that people would have never thought about that, buying that sneaker maybe a couple of years back.
Right. And
they're rocking them hard.
Very hard, bro.
Like hard.
I mean, it's a great value, 700. It's a great value.
And I had one guy literally say to me, man, these feline sneakers are hard, man. Like they dope, man. But and I could just see the influence. Maybe he didn't come out and say it to me.
Right.
But I was like, wow, like if you get past how you feel about him and you just look around, you can't help but notice his influence.
So it's not by chance that, Nike's messing with, the other guys. Is it in spite of? Do we want to touch that?
Whether it's in spite of, I feel like they underestimated him, and they figured they would put him in his place, and he knew what he was worth,
right? And
he had an answer. And then you'll hear people talking about, is the Adidas sneaker dead, the Ye dead, and this and that. From the Desert Rats to the Wave Runners, I see cats kill themselves to get those sneakers. So it's like when you wanna diminish like what he's done in the sneaker community, like let's be all the way honest. People weren't wearing sixes like that. People were not wearing ones like that. I know you were.
Okay, all right.
But the masses was like, oh my God, I need this sneaker to come out.
Yeah. True.
People weren't wearing sixes like that. People there was a period in the early 2000s. I'll say probably like 02, 03, right, 04. Like cats wasn't thinking about. Like, you had your people that collected sneakers.
Of course.
But cats wasn't thinking about sneakers. Like, you could find all types of sneakers at the outlets.
Right.
Like, low prices. This man came into prominence around that time. Started wearing them sneakers. Him, you can't underestimate. Like, you can't even diss Don C. Like, Don C.
Right.
Like, Don C. Like, Kanye, Don C. Their influence ridiculous. Yeah. And I feel like Nike tried to like we Nike, you're Kanye, like stay in your place. Right. And he's like, all right, cool. I'm gonna show you better than I can tell you.
Right. And he showed.
Like and there's people like me who still love that second Yeezy from Nike better than any other Yeezy ever.
Son, I mean, they read
But
October.
but I will say this. Everywhere you look, everywhere you go, you see Yeezy.
Yeah. You're right.
Everywhere you go.
You're right.
They come out, people killing themselves to get them.
So it feels like they're almost trying to just replicate, in my mind, the success from what Kanye gave them back in those early years. They had a lot of success with the twos, I think, with Don. Fear of God, I mean, it's pretty dope. I need to kind of really see it in hand, I guess. And then Virgil's impact was amazing.
What do you think about the twos that Don came out with? Remember the hats were going for like what, $650?
$650. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Who else can do that?
Can put a price point on it like that?
Who else?
I mean, it's him. That's it. I mean, and cats were buying them. You got to think the first pair that dropped, the hat was sold separately.
Yeah.
And then the second was a pack.
Yeah. Yep. And then if you want to get into Virgil, like that's hard. We'll get into that later. But like his influence is everywhere.
Right.
Like you can try to diss him, but that's his influence.
Right.
He put that. That guy's there wherever he is.
Right.
I'm not saying that person doesn't have their own talent.
Oh, sure.
But that guy has the door. Like, you know how many talented people wish they had a door that would be open for them?
Right.
And it's not.
Right. Yeah, he definitely did that.
I'm not crazy about him and his antics, but if we just talking about influence and we talking about sneakers.
Right. His reach is, universal, man.
Yep.
Definitely opened up the door for him.
I mean, you have any other things you want to say about it? Because I guess I sitting back just really, like, I had a moment, like, where it was just like, time stopped, and I seen dude with the felines, and I seen another dude with the wave runner, and I was just like, wow. And they were considerably younger than me.
Right.
So they might not even known, they might have been little kids when that Through the Fire was coming out and all that, like.
Whoa. You're right.
I can honestly say when I was in Atlanta and I would go to party at Midtown. When I go party at the W in Midtown,
right.
I saw dudes wearing Kanye outfits that were in a magazine, like straight mimic the whole outfit, and they at the club.
Right.
And you couldn't tell them they wasn't hot.
You couldn't tell them it wasn't fresh.
I'm gonna let you finish, but
yeah, right.
Lord Jesus,
no doubt. I mean, I think the element that Ye brought was the whole high fashion. Match that up with a fresh sneaker. He definitely opened up the doors for his boys, man.
Yeah,
for sure. So his impact is unmatched.
Gotcha. And with that being said, let's shift gears over.
All right.
To Air Max Day.
All right.
Like, what's your overall feeling? What are your thoughts on
324?
What's your feelings about Air Max Day, man? Like,
I mean,
what mindset does that put you in, man?
A couple things. I'm business minded, so from a marketing standpoint, great way to get your Air Max sneakers out to the forefront. But I mean, I think it appeals to the purists who've been down with the Air Max since the 90s.
You think it appeals to the purists?
I think so.
Wow.
I think so. I mean, it's just it's that day. They can just reach in their closet. They can grab, whatever fresh pair they got. Because I think if you're an Air Max purist and collector, I think this day. I think it's meant for you. I mean, you're gonna have some people that just go out and buy Air Max just to satisfy the fact that they got some. But I think it's meant for the purists.
Okay. I think it was meant to bring on new people that were kind of maybe on the fence about sneakers. I feel like the purists, they know the purists are going to be there. Whether it's something that the purists like or don't like, they're still going to buy it. They're just going to complain about it.
Right.
A person like me, whose favorite sneaker is a 95,
right.
It's hard for me, now that you've come up with Air Max Day, for me to pay $160 for 95 when before they were selling for a lot cheaper.
$135.
Even cheaper than that. I remember even cheaper than $135.
Right.
and it's hard for me to wrap my hand around that. But like you said, they are a marketing company.
Mm-hmm.
The 95s and 97s that Witherspoon was born from Air Max Day.
Yes, it was.
The contest to see what shoe was gonna get made. I mean, just the love that the shoe gets. Apparently, the world loves the shoe. They already did love it.
So you think it's just to attract new people to the?
I feel like it was because what made them put the price up to 160? When did you pay 160? Only Air Maxes I remember is like maybe the new Air Max that would come out. Let's say they came out with an Air Max 2015. Maybe that's 225. But your regular Air Maxes were never, to me at least that I remember,
Right.
were never 160.
Right.
So they did what they supposed to do.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people.
It's a hustle.
A lot of people are like people like who've been collecting. They're like, damn, why the price point on my shoe went up? Like what happened?
I guess you have to call it inflation, bro.
I guess so. I don't know, man.
It's silly, man.
They can have Air Max Day, but I guess some good things have come out of it. Some awareness has come out of it. You take the good with the bad.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Right. No doubt.
Yeah.
So do you think is there anybody else that could replicate a day like that? Could any other brand pull it off? Because they've obviously had a lot of success with it.
I think it was a shoe that was already beloved.
Definitely.
I don't know, like
the whole
line, the whole
sure.
thing. Even the ones that are more rare.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like it's beloved. Like
And
think about it. That even the penny shoes are Air Max.
They are.
Right?
Right. And
The
that's why
LeBron 6, I believe, is an Air Max. There's an Air Max version.
7?
6 or 7.
Yeah.
There's an Air Max version.
Right.
That kid tell me nothing about that shoe.
True.
It was already a shoe that was loved. So it's just maybe pay some homage to it.
Well, yeah, and that's why I think it's really for the purists myself, because it gives them that day to go in and pick out their flies, their freshest. I think it's the day to stunt.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
For
Gotcha.
sure.
Gotcha.
For sure, man.
Gotcha.
So, well, cool.
What else you got?
Cool. I want to get into like a little bit of the business side of like the sneaker community, man. I want to like talk about like why there isn't enough like black executives in the sneaker community. What do you think about that?
I hope it wasn't a black executive that came out with that Nike branding on the box. I'll say that much.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know the numbers,
Mm-hmm.
so I wouldn't be speaking from a factual place.
Okay.
I just know maybe the way some things are handled,
Right.
it doesn't feel like there's enough of us that are
Mm-hmm.
involved.
I think.
Especially, and I know this is going to be controversial to say, but
Right.
the way our community feels about sneakers, for us to not really be represented and have a voice like we should,
Mm-hmm.
it rubs me the wrong way. What was the year for the All-Star game in New York City? Was that 2015 or 2016?
Maybe 2015.
Okay, 2014. Might have been 2014.
2014. Was that with the Galaxy Pack? And
I'm not sure, but all I know
Okay.
it was a big deal about Melo being in the All-Star game and all
Right,
that. He
right.
played the All-Star game and didn't play the rest of the season, so that's another story. So I went to a lot of events
Okay.
while I was in New York City.
Right.
Going through some family things, but I went to a lot of events that actually, to be honest, all the way real,
Right.
really real, son.
Yeah. Yeah.
What actually got me out of how I was feeling like I had passing in the family. I just was.
I
I don't
got
know.
you.
I don't even know where I was mentally. Sneakers is what actually like kind of brought me back to life.
Mm-hmm.
So to go to sneaker events, like I went to some Jordan event. I went to a couple of sneaker events, but I saw all types of races. I just didn't really see us, and I know what we've contributed, what we've meant.
Well, see, that's the thing, man. You know, I think we are involved in a great deal in the capacity of influencing.
Yeah,
We've been doing that.
Yeah.
You look back at the early stages of it. I mean, it was the black community that really brought sneakers to the forefront. And I'm not trying to point fingers or nothing. I'm just saying what I see.
yeah,
I don't have the numbers myself either, but when you look at some of the major brands or corporations that I've seen, I read a report in the middle of last year, I think 2018. Some of the influencers kind of put out themselves. You know, it was, you know, directors and, you know, vice presidents, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But I didn't really see us represented in that. Now, we definitely go out. We're, you know, we're buying up the sneakers. We're more so consumers. That's what I see.
okay. I guess I gotta eat that.
Yeah,
Shout out to Frank.
right.
I don't think he understands. Shout out to Chaos. I don't think they understand, or maybe they do,
Mm-hmm.
or maybe they're the gate openers, maybe they're the door openers.
Right.
I don't know if he knew what that meant when he released that Satin in Atlanta, or when he probably,
that meant.
or when he released that Satin also in Houston.
Mm-hmm.
Like that was like, you know, when he
That was a big deal.
when he went to work for Nike, it really felt like we all were going to work for Nike. Like he, yeah.
He put us up on the shoulders, right?
Yeah, I know I make fun of, or I say stuff about Nike, and I
Right.
say stuff about, you know, maybe if I'm in those positions, maybe I do exactly what they do. Who knows?
Mm-hmm.
I get to be a consumer. I get to be a critic.
Right.
But shout out to those guys,
No doubt.
because you opening the door for other people, and you got the weight of us on your shoulders,
Right.
and you guys, to me, have delivered.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how I feel about that.
I love it, bro.
Maybe it's not our time yet, you know, to get a bunch of us in there, but we coming.
We coming.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I respect that, bro. So what else you got?
I'm gonna finish this episode on talking about bots. Take me to your sneaker. I'm gonna finish off with bots, man.
All right. So it's always L season when you're dealing with these bots. You know, you got places and companies, you know, that swear they up and down that they kill the bot orders.
Yeah, because they
How
ask
exactly you killing the bot order?
they ask you about the street sign to make sure you're a human.
Come on, man. But
Don't they ask you about the street sign?
But when you get to the cart, it's like it's all sold out.
So
Really?
what time is the release?
10:00.
How at 10:01 are you sold out?
More like 10 and 3 seconds in.
Not 59.
Nah, not even 59. It's not even 10:01 yet, and you sold out. I had the opportunity to properly add it to my cart.
Yeah.
I know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't even.
But the joint is circling.
I get in the wheel of death, bro.
I mean, you know what though? L's build character.
Don't make me, man.
Is there L in character?
Oh,
No, there's no L in character. Okay, let me
man.
stop.
Man, that's
No, there's an L in build.
Build a bot.
We chopping them up, man.
You lost,
Bruh.
I mean,
Right.
it's
You know what?
it's unfair.
Somebody that I know recently, I was looking on IG, and they took an L, and they spoke their mind.
Can I say who it is?
No,
All right, I won't say who it is.
no.
But he's the homie though.
Yeah, he
won't
spoke his
say who it
mind, and I felt like I was him. Cause I'm not gonna lie to you, bots kind of got me out the gate. Like I was just like, I just didn't like where it was headed. It almost feel like, okay, hey, there's a dope concert. Let's say there's a Travis concert coming to your town.
All right.
And there's tickets on, what is it, StubHub, or I don't even know.
Yeah, Ticketmaster.
Then all of a sudden they all got bought.
That's right.
And now you gotta pay the resale prices. And you're like, damn, why y'all gotta ruin this experience?
Why can I live?
Yeah.
You,
Why? Like
you
that's
don't
how
even,
I
you
feel.
don't even like this.
And that's how I feel. But let me say this.
Uh-huh.
The reseller, it's a part of the culture, been a part of the culture. I've benefited from it. I've also took L's because of it. So it's just a weird spot. But these bots, man, like, do we not have something to combat this by now?
No, because the technology behind the bot is getting better and better, whereas there hasn't been much of anything to combat
I might say the only time maybe that bot didn't work was that Sunday release of the Yeezys.
Right.
Back in the day.
When nobody knew.
When you was at church and I was trying to call you.
I'm sitting in the pew and you blowing up my phone. I ain't expect me to answer right here. I've been to Genuflex,
This is when they still had the thing on Nike. You had to go to Twitter.
Yo, that was the yes, that.
Was it the what was it called?
Oh my gosh, I forgot.
Was it the reservation?
The reservation.
Yeah, that's the only time it felt like the bots, because they didn't know, just like we didn't know, and it was almost like, oh snap.
But even then, I don't even think it was a reservation. I think that thing was just quick.
Yeah.
Man, so many folks ate. I didn't eat.
Yeah, I didn't eat. I was stuck. I couldn't believe what I was seeing, and then but I don't even know. Let's not even get into that.
It's all good. But
if I ever see the red on somebody, like I see a red Yeezy walking around, I got that little hate in my face. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh yeah, get a little flush, a little hot in the collar.
Yeah.
I don't even have hate for bots anymore though.
It's kind of like it's part of the.
Yeah, I mean, you can't do nothing about them. They don't do nothing about them. They're not really canceling orders, man. They just sending that out there like, yeah, we're gonna make them feel good. What
about the pictures when you see dudes with a sneaker that's highly coveted and they got like 80 pairs? Does that?
Of course that
gets you.
Yeah, that gets.
And then they talking about with a straight face, yo, 625, my bro, huh? ¿Qué?
But before you even get to that point, it's like they got 15 boxes right in front of them. Light work. Light work. It was easy. Too easy. I make this look good. Yo,
what about my man that be
put your white glove on?
What about my man with the I think he got like finger rolls, or he got
your man to be eating the cereal
out
the shoe?
Yeah.
Paperboy?
Is that what his name is?
I think it's Paperboy.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
we're gonna leave it alone. Okay. So, hey bots. We just want to send you a love letter and say, hit you with the Tupac. F you, die slow. We good?
We good, bro.
And we out this mother.
We out.